Alright, here we are at Swords and Dreams, Reptile Rescue, here in the reptile corner. Anyway, the young lady that brought us that real cool king snake, which I haven't even put out yet, and I'm going to put out probably today, is here today to visit her reptile that she brought to us to rescue. Part of the problem was the reptile liked to bite her, and I haven't touched it in a few days since I've dewormed it and fed it and everything else. So she came to visit it and asked if she could hold it. And I said, sure. So I gave her the option, do you want to reach in or do you want me to? So she wants me to reach in to see if I get bit first. So I guess this could be me getting bit or maybe her getting bit if she remembers her. And I guess the snake's name is Mary. So I'm saying this so I can remember as well because I don't think they told me the name the other day. So let me reach in Mary's cage and see if Mary's going to be nice to Tommy today. Well, I guess we got the camera out for nothing because the other day when I picked her up, though, and I held her, I looked right at my hand and started looking at my hand for a place to bite, and they know, they thought I'd get bit too. I thought I was going to get bit, and then it started doing this, crawling up the tree, because the mighty oak doesn't fear anything. Just kidding. I had to throw that in there. I was a little nervous reaching in there, I admit it. So, here's the young lady here that actually picked up or brought the snake into us. And I got to tell you guys, this is one of the prettier king snakes that I've seen because it truly does have a reverse-like color to it. And normally the California king snake is banded. This one's actually striped. And it's a reverse stripe even. Usually it's a white stripe that runs down. This one has like a black broken up pattern, the starting of a stripe breaking up into the pattern, and it's reversed. So it's pretty cool. And it looks like the old owner's not getting bit either. So I'm going to grab this camera from Ann. Thanks for helping me with the video. And I'm going to videotape her with, I believe, rescue number 89, if I'm correct. I got to double check the number. But I believe this is going to be 89.
You know, one time when she had the snake out, doing very well, she's holding it, went around the neck, ended up going around her neck and twisting in the back, like literally knotted herself up, and then came around and was just about to bite her right here. But I was in the room, so that didn't happen.
You think you stopped it?
I know I did. I grabbed her by her.
Oh, you grabbed it. You seen it.
This time, Molly's mom.
It's a beautiful thing. Mom had to wrangle it once too. You wouldn't think that today, huh, guys?
No.
I picked her up just a couple of times, and
well, obviously she's a lot more comfortable here. You know, it's not that we didn't take good care of her.
No, you did an excellent job. Matter of fact, I was telling everybody that too. Phenomenal. And what it is the fear factor again. No one likes to be bit, you know, and some animals are unpredictable. I find that the king snakes are very good animals, but they do tend to sometimes get in that mood to where it's very different, very, very major attitude out of the blue. It was a lot more common in albinos because people claim that albinos can't really see. I feel that no snake really sees like us anyway. They kind of see that infrared. And I don't think it's so much the albinos. I just think it's the king snakes in general. They're either really nice and docile or sometimes vicious. And then again, the mood swings, you know. And here's a joke. If it is a girl and her name is Mary, well, there's the reason right there.
How do you know? Yeah, how do you know a male from a female?
With these guys here, you probably got to sex them, and usually it's anywhere from 3 to 5 vertical lines back, or 5 to 7, maybe 9 when it's a female, when you probe them. So these guys here, you actually got to probe.
Oh, to make sure?
Yep. It's a little bit more difficult. Or you can pop them. I don't really like the popping technique because you're putting a lot of pressure on them, and unless you're really good at what you do. You know, you could hurt the snake or injure it. So I'd rather use the right tool.
I know, it's been so long.
Well, I'm glad that you got to touch it like that. And while I've got it in my possession, anytime you're in the neighborhood like you were today, and just like any owner that comes into my store, I want everyone to feel free with checking on me to make sure I'm doing my job properly. Because if I'm not, turn me in.
I feel so much more comfortable with her going here than
I'm glad.
I bought her from Pet World as a Christmas gift for her, and you know, when she obviously didn't want the snake anymore, I just didn't want to take it back there.
No.
You know, I just didn't.
You want to hear something funny? They probably would have not accepted it. You know what's weird? A lot of the pet stores won't take the items back that people buy from them for the liability purpose, and I don't understand the liability because most of the animals that they're getting are captive or wild caught. So you would think there would be more of a liability than an animal that somebody's already had in their home. You know what I'm saying? But yep, Pet World, Petco's, a lot of them don't accept them back. You know. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I've been wanting a bearded dragon.
I got a beautiful translucent bearded dragon that came in a couple weeks ago.
We can look at it.
We can look at it. Looking's free. That's cool.
Looking's free. She's not free. Yeah, that's being awesome. That's good. I'm happy.
I am too, because really, I'm impressed with how quick she's turned around too, because I was nervous the first time holding her, and I normally don't get nervous, but when she essed up and it was looking for a spot to bite me, and then I seen the mouth start to juggle a little, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get bit, and that's when I just forgot about it and started talking to y'all, and then the sense I was giving off of feeling of getting bit went away. Just like today, I believe the same thing happened to you. Because of the fact that I picked it up first and you've seen how it acted in my hand differently than the other day.
You didn't hesitate.
Right, you didn't hesitate. You just reached straight in and grabbed it with no fear. And that's what it is. A lot of people don't understand that snakes are very sensitive. And they pick up vibration or feeling and stuff like that. And they work on it. And some of them that have bitten you, and then the fear factor again, they take advantage of you like a kid. They'll keep nitpicking you or limit testing you. And if you don't give in like I try not to, then the results sometimes are a pretty good snake. But again, it's hard to say because as nice as this guy is or girl is today, Mary may be upset tomorrow. You know what I mean? And part of it might have been, too, is I gave her quite a bit of meals just in the last few days. And like I say, she ate like 3, maybe 4 live mice all in one sitting. Yeah, I decided one night here at about, I don't know, maybe it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I was working late. I had a bunch of extra mice. I decided to go through my 11-in-1 rack behind me, you know, for my animals that I'm weaning off of whatever. We're dealing with the sick ones.
And you know, we never fed her live. We always fed her frozen. We saw them out, of course.
Here's the problem, I think, with feeding frozen versus live. First off, live or frozen is a meal that needs to be thawed. Nobody can thaw it properly. No one does it right, in my opinion. And again, how long has it been in the freezer? So, really, what kind of meal are you giving it? It could be pretty nasty. Now, live meals, I would rather go with a live or fresh killed meal. In other words, a rodent that's been just killed, and then you feed it, if you're worried about the snake getting injured. Now, I feed live, and the reason that I feed live is that's how they feed in the wild. And I do believe it's just like a human being that sits in the house and never goes out of it. If you sit in the house, never go out of it, you're going to go stir crazy. Before you know it, there's no stimulation. So you just get depressed. And attitude. To me, I believe that the snakes and the reptiles that go after live prey need the stimuli in order to exist. You know what I'm saying? But then again, here's the downfall of feeding live. If you feed live, there's a good chance you could lose an eye on your snake. a snake could get injured. A snake could die. I actually seen a snake that came in that was bit through the top of the mouth, right through the brain. And literally the snake lived. But the kid brought it to me and it was limp as could be, and I looked at him and said, I don't think there's much I can do. Abigail, leave the rope in the bag. I don't think there's much that I can do. And I told him he was going to turn it into me. I would rather you take it home and it be comfortable at home, because if it's going to die anywhere, I'd rather it die with, the person that is meant to have it. And the kid appreciated what I said, and he took it home, and within like 2 weeks the thing snapped out of it completely and became a perfectly fine snake again. So I'm actually glad that I didn't take the snake from him. You know what I mean? He ended up keeping his pet because it was worth it. But I would have never thought it would have made it either. But she's going to put Mary back in her cage. Matter of fact, before you put Mary back in her cage, I'm going to have you step back one more time, and I'm going to clean Mary's cage on the quickness, because as she ate 3 of those mice from me the other day, she left at least one of them behind. So we're going to clean Mary's cage. We're going to say thanks to these folks for bringing us a cool reptile, and I'm glad that they got to visit it. And again, guys, if you get a chance and if you're bringing in animals to me and you want to see your animal or just check up on what I'm doing, I'm open to the public. So I got nothing to hide, and I'll show you everything. God bless. Thanks for your support. Please share our videos and help us help them by getting the word out. Together, we're saving lives.